Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam. It's good to see EOS back to $4. I've been saying this thing for a long time. EOS is my favorite coin. Not because the price is pumping. I always tell people you don't know the true use case of a cryptocurrency is not seen in its price. Yep. Bitcoin has more bigger price than Ethereum, but Ethereum has more use case than Bitcoin. Anyways, let's just move ahead. So Bitcoin Cash ABC rebrands to eCash, embraces proof of stake. If you've been following our channel for a while, we've been telling people that proof of work is dead. This is not a confirmation that proof of work is dead actually, but Bitcoin Cash ABC is just a fork from Bitcoin, and they're trying to make Bitcoin Cash Bitcoin Cash ABC. They're trying to make it faster and cheaper, and it's not just Bitcoin. So I guess this will be the first Bitcoin to change to proof of stake. The rest are still proof of work. If I'm wrong, please make sure it's correct me. So yeah, Dutch football team AZ Alkmaar to hold Bitcoin. AZ, there has been so many bullish news about Bitcoin within the last couple of weeks since Bitcoin crashed. But even the whole El Salvador news, and we're yet to see Bitcoin do some major moves. Right? It's good thing because we're still in consolidation phase, where, or should I call it, accumulation period. Right, the market is still giving you opportunity to buy Bitcoin at 30,000, because I think, or I believe, this might be the last time we see Bitcoin at $30,000. Right, in a statement posted on the club website on Thursday, the Eredivisie side, which finished third in the 2020-21 Dutch football season, announced crypto broker Bitcoin Meester as its exclusive and official cryptocurrency partner until mid-2024. So the summary of this news is that a football team will start holding Bitcoin. Now, this is some bullish news, and I don't think all these guys will be holding Bitcoin just for Bitcoin to want to go down. You see, and then in the statement it says, indeed, the crypto broker is one of the few licensed crypto businesses by the Dutch Central Bank. Right, so this whole movement is backed up by the Dutch Central Bank. So I don't think people will invest their money into cryptocurrency to watch it go down to zero. All right, so some other news. So this I talked about this news this morning in my in my Signal group. We have a private group where we talk about Bitcoin. So is Bitcoin in danger of losing 30K bottom with Grayscale's GBDC unlocking in 2 weeks? It's actually not up to 2 weeks anymore. It's in 5 days, I guess. So let me explain this for those who might not understand what this means. So certain people buy Bitcoin, through a company called Grayscale. And the way they buy the Bitcoin is in form of a contract. You cannot sell this Bitcoin until you reach a certain period, right? So now it's time for those Bitcoin they bought some months ago to be released, and to be released. And when that happens, these guys might either sell or buy. But here's my take. I don't know if, of course, we don't know the mind of these guys, if they're going to sell or they're going to buy. So if they're going to sell their Bitcoin, but here is the truth. If we didn't know about this news and we didn't know they were going to sell, would you have started selling by now? Because this news has already made some people to start selling. And as far as I'm concerned, this is pure market manipulation, because there is nothing wrong with people selling their Bitcoin. It doesn't make Bitcoin useless. So news like this are just there.
It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, thanks. News like this are just there to scare people off of the market, so that the rich guys can keep buying your Bitcoin from you at cheaper prices. So as far as I'm concerned, this is not a news to be worried about, but of course, you know how the market is. There are a lot of senseless people in the market, and people want to sell as a result of this as the day goes by, gets closer rather. I don't think this article mentioned the exact dates of that event, but I think it's on the 18th of this month, which is in 5 days' time. Okay, can't find it in this article, so let's go to the next article. So this one says Ukrainian ebank plans to offer Bitcoin trading in July. We're in July already. Monobank is seeking approval from the National Bank of Ukraine to launch its Bitcoin debit card later this month. I don't know if you guys are seeing what's happening here. So we'll be seeing countries and banks around the world, you know, give positive thumbs up in terms of approval or use case to Bitcoin. What does this mean? It means that they are buying. The only reason why they want to start giving you the services is because while you were busy, right, buying Bitcoin at the top, these guys were busy building their infrastructure. You see, they were busy building their infrastructure, and now that the market is all down, they bought enough, and they're telling you, hey, we are ready to offer you our service. All right, I know a lot of people will sell their Bitcoin, but no, it is what it is. Turning bullish, institutions are net buyers of crypto for the first time in 5 weeks. This is literally what I just talked about few seconds ago, right? Institutions right now, right, are the biggest buyers of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. You might not know that as an ordinary user, but you know, people like us, we have close relationship with people that help institutions to buy Bitcoin. And that is the real thing. Anyways, I won't dwell much on that news. Alright, so this particular news here is really interesting. It says, class action lawsuit against Binance targets exchanges futures trading. Okay, I actually told myself that the next funds, because we manage accounts for institutions, right? And we trade for people. And if you want us to manage your account for you or trade for you, you can reach out to us and then we'll get started. I've actually told myself that the next big funds I'm going to get to start trading, I'm not going to put all in Binance. I saw some crazy things happen in Binance this last crash that happened in the markets. And I told myself, never again will this happen to me. Alright, so I don't want to walk us through this, but I use Binance for my trading, right? You can watch my trading videos. I use Binance, but I didn't get the best of experience. In fact, I had the worst experience this last crash. Very terrible, and I told myself, if I can pull out all my funds from Binance, right, I'm going to do that, right? So that's just me. So a lot of people had issues in this last crash, and they're trying to sue Binance, and that's the news. All right, so this news says Goldman Sachs, of course, he said Ethereum's popularity could see ETH become dominant store of value. I kind of agree with this statement for Ethereum, right? But that would only happen when Ethereum 2.0 is launched, right? As long as that doesn't happen, it's really going to be difficult for that to happen, right? And I might be wrong, but I see coins like BNB and USDT and EOS actually becoming number one, but Ethereum has a higher chance because Ethereum is trying to launch Ethereum 2.0, so Ethereum has a more chances of hitting that promise. Alright, so this one says Bitcoin miner revenue jumped by 50% in 4 days since record difficulty drop. Let me put that in simple English. So in Bitcoin mining, there's something called difficulty ratio, right? So if the network has more miners, the difficulty ratio increases, and also this decreases the reward each miner gets. That means there are more people competing to get fewer Bitcoins, but now there are fewer people competing to get that same amount of Bitcoin. Why? Because some miners in China shut down their mining machine, and the competition drastically reduced. So that's just what it means. So there are some miners right now that are making more money from the Bitcoin network. So in some more news, Russian lawmakers prepare legal amendments to confiscate crypto. This is a nonsensical news, and I'm not going to spend time, reading this article. But it's just a proof that these guys are scared of what's coming. They are scared of the fact that blockchain is taking over their business, and they will become obsolete in the near future, right? So they always like starting with the scare tactics to scare you out of crypto. And then few months later, they tell you, we are now open to crypto. You can come right now. So it's a normal thing. Next up, ultimate guide to staking on rToken pools. I found this interesting, and just in case you want to stake your cryptocurrency and get some passive income, you can use StakeFi. But of course, it's not a financial advice. I'm not telling anybody to use this because I'm not using it myself. But they have the ROI as high as 12.35% per annum. That's the StakeFi news. So in the last news for today, Italian football captain Giorgio Chiellini launches NFT collection with block assets. So there's something that happens in the world, and it's very simple. When people see you making money in a kind of way, right? And what usually happens is they come to meet you and they be like, I see you're doing this stuff, you're making money. Hey, can you teach me? Or they work from afar and see what you're doing and then try to copy what you're doing. This is going to be the trend in the next couple of months or years, right? And it's going to be an alternative fuel for the use of cryptocurrency. And what I think we'll see in the next few years is every football ticket will be an NFT. You see? And it will be bought with cryptocurrency. It's going to happen. Right. So, alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Please do make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See ya.